All right, Matt is here, and like through the weekend, just looking on Facebook, you just see so much Seahawks stuff. All the fans, it's great.
All Seahawks. It's pretty ridiculous. Professional teams really need to ask themselves, are there better fans out there that aren't Seahawks fans? Well, after you see their send-off to the Super Bowl, no will probably be your answer. And before the Super Bowl can be played, the Pro Bowl, as always, must be played for some silly reason. We've got a few funny highlights from Arizona coming right up, but first, to check of your ski report. You're watching KLEW Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Both Warrior basketball teams made a couple great strides to taking over the top spots in the Frontier Conference over the weekend. After taking on conference foe Carroll College last Thursday, both Lewis Clark State basketball teams battled against Rocky Mountain College on Saturday evening. The women started the action looking for the W as they lost a close one against Carroll just 2 nights before. Against Rocky Mountain, Janice Fuller once again led the team as she put up 19 points and 10 rebounds. This nail-biter would go to overtime, but a 20-for-25 free throw shooting night helped the 13th-ranked Warriors win it, 67-59. Now, the men were up next as they worked off the momentum of Thursday's home win. The Warrior men trailed by 13 early in the game, but knotted it up at 37 going into halftime. Big man Eric Diouf had a season-high 21 points on 8 of 10 shooting, while fellow big Jacob Wiley added 16 points and 10 rebounds. And this conference win went to the Warriors, 76-71. Both teams will play at Montana Western this Thursday. Well, your Seattle Seahawks have left the building that we call the Great Northwest and are hanging out in Arizona, where we're already less than a week away from watching them take on the Patriots in the Super Bowl. But before they could leave, the fans made sure they knew how loved they really are. Cairo's Nick McGurk has the story. All right, well, though I can only assume that every person in Washington, Idaho, and a few other surrounding states already know, the Seattle Seahawks will take on the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 49 this Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Well, we're less than a week away from that Super Bowl, which of course means the smack-talking between the teams has begun. As both Seattle and New England teams get set for the big game, former Seahawk and current Patriot cornerback Brandon Browner has opened the floodgates not just for a football war, but for controversy as well. In an interview with ESPN, he said the following about injured Seahawks players Richard Sherman and Earl Thomas, quote, "Those dudes are tough. Like watching the game, you see Sherman was holding that arm like he had a sling on it. But at the end of the day, this is about the Super Bowl. I'm going to tell my teammates to go hit that elbow, go hit that shoulder, try to break it if you can, unquote. The always outspoken Richard Sherman hasn't responded to Browner's comments as of yet, but did talk about the reunion a few days ago.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'm sure he'll find same joy in playing us that we find in playing him. It's like playing your brothers. You play against your brothers. It's going to be a fun game. It's at the end of the day, you hug and shake hands, and we'll hang out this off season. But in this 60 minutes, it'll be a fun battle, and it'll be a joy to play.
Well, we'll let you know when and if Sherman responds directly to Browner's bone-breaking comments. Though they won't square off against each other, their teams will go at it this Sunday for Super Bowl 49. Well, every year before the Super Bowl, the NFL plays a game that features the best defenders in the league playing the worst defense you've ever seen, but it still manages to be a lot of fun. Yes, of course, I'm talking about the Pro Bowl. New York Giants receiver Odell Beckham practices his one-hand grabs as 2 teams of All-Stars prepared to battle for pride and a little bonus paycheck. Teams were hand-selected by Hall of Famers Michael Irvin and Chris Carter. Got to show you this right here. A little comedy at the end. Drew Brees drops back, fires to Packers Jordy Nelson. Spectacular grab, 21-yard touchdown. He's greeted by Packers teammate Clay Matthews. Problem is, for this one, they're on different teams, so what are you going to do? Towards the end of this one, Falcons QB Matt Ryan throws an easy fade to the Broncos' Emmanuel Sanders. That's a touchdown. Eventually, Team Urban would take the lead 32-28, and that would lead to this. Team Carter's last chance. Bengals' Andy Dalton puts up a pass near the end zone on a 4th and 10. No one comes down with it, and that is all she wrote. Team Irvin wins it 32-28, and will be celebrating this one for the next few months, or probably few minutes to be realistic. Obviously, as we know, the Pro Bowl doesn't count for anything, but it is a lot of fun to watch. And all the guys, reason I said the defenders, they don't play defense because they're not trying to hurt each other. They just want that extra $100,000 or whatever it is.
Yeah, they made some good money out of the
It's
game.
not too bad.
There you go. All right, that's it for us. Your next newscast at 11 o'clock. Have a good night.